as my Vietnamese name is Ngọc, so it starts
Oh,
with
okay.
N.
Right.
Yes,
The
letter
first
N.
letter. The first letter. Okay. I understand.
Yes.
I understand. So it has the first letter.
Yes, I ask my guest, teacher.
Right. As you
Yes.
guessed. Right.
Yeah, as my
Right.
guest.
Right. Right. But then why Noah, Ming Nok? There are many names that begin with N, of course.
I don't know, but when I find that 100 plus name start with N, then
Yes.
it's the most eye-catching name that I see in the list. So I picked that.
Okay. Did you know the name has a religious connection?
No, I don't think it has some religious connection. I just chose because
Right.
it's kind of eye-catching and it's easy to recall.
It is. It's certainly different. Noah.
Yes.
Yeah. It comes from, you might know, it comes from the Bible, the Christian Bible.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, and he was the guy. I think I told Mrs. Har about this. It's a little bit of a long story, but I'll make it short. So, according to the story in the Christian Bible, okay, Noah was a guy who was chosen by God to save,
really?
he was to save all the animals when
Oh my
God decided to punish the earth because the people on the earth at that time were being very bad, okay, very naughty.
Yes.
So he decided to punish them by having a big flood, so
I know that.
Have you heard this story?
Yes, I heard it before. Oh, but I
Okay.
don't think it has some connection to this story.
Right. So that's where the name comes from. So Noah is the person that God chose, according to the story, to save two of every animal. Okay. So
Yes.
and to put them on a boat.
Yes, I heard that
You
he
heard
had
this?
a dream. Yes, had a dream.
Yes.
And
A
then
dream.
he's told that will be a big flood, so you have to make some boat.
That's right.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Good. You know the story. Good. Yeah. So that is Noah. He is the guy. He is the guy. So that's why his name is famous. But yeah, interesting story. I don't know if it's true or not. Some years ago, some archaeologists, they thought they had found the remains of the boat.
Oh, it's just it's kind of interesting.
But I don't think that is true. It's just a story.
Yes,
Just a story. Yeah. Anyway, very interesting, Ming Nok. So yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to class anyway. Ha Ling, chào con.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Ha Ling?
I'm good.
Good. And Ming Nok is here. Just waiting for the others to join us. Okay. Nok Ling, xin chào.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Nok Ling?
I'm fine. How
Good.
are you?
I'm good, thank you. Lian, chào con. Hello, Lian. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great. How are you, Lian?
I'm great, thank you.
Good. Bao Lang.
Hello, teacher.
Xin chào Bao Lang. Con thế nào?
I'm doing great.
That's great. Kang Uan. Chào con, Kang Uan.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kang Uan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Ming Tam. Can you hear me, Ming Tam?
Yes.
Okay. I can't hear you very clearly, Ming Tam. Sorry. Oh, okay. Can everyone please turn your cameras on? Cameras on, please, everyone. Okay, Lian, I can see the top of your head. Lian, can you pull your camera down a little bit, please? Okay, come in. There. Bao Lang, I can see you. Ming Tam, I can see you clearly. Ha Ling, I can see you. How is your brother, Harling?
What?
How is your brother?
My brother.
Yeah.
He's
Is he fine today?
yeah, he good.
Oh, good. What is he doing today?
He's sleep now.
He's sleeping.
Yeah.
Really? But it's the afternoon.
It's 2 p.m. and
Yes.
at time we usually sleep.
Oh, you have a nap. Is that right?
Yeah.
What you have a nap after lunch. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I guess it's hot, so that's a good way to spend the day. Ming Nok, Noah, can you turn your camera on, please?
I turned it on already.
Really?
Yes,
Ah.
because my family they are sleeping, so I cannot turn on the light.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's dark. Okay, that's fine. So they are sleeping as well. All right. Nok Ling. Nok
Yes.
Ling, what have you been doing this week?
I have been hanging out with my friends and go to the cinema.
Okay. What did you see at the cinema?
I have seen Inside Out is very popular.
Inside Out. Inside Out. Is that Vietnamese movie or Hollywood movie?
Is Disney movie.
Oh, a Disney movie. Okay. All right. Okay. Is it funny?
Yes, I like it.
Okay. Okay, good. Glad you enjoyed it. Okay, everyone, welcome to the class for this afternoon. Great to see you all. So today we have got a mix of task 1, writing task 1, and also speaking today. Before we start, are there any questions? Any questions from anyone? Okay, let's start. Okay, this is first of all, we're just going to give you an idea of what we're going to be studying this afternoon. First of all, we're going to be looking at the sort of language you use to compare and contrast. This language is very useful for writing task 1, where you are often asked to compare different graphs or different charts. You are asked to compare things that happened in different years, and you need to have the language to describe the changes. So that is comparing. Contrast is similar to compare, but contrast is when you are more looking for the main differences in tables and charts and graphs. So that's why we need to know the language that we use to compare and contrast different things. We'll also be having a look at tables. Okay, I'll do an introduction to tables for you. Tables, again, is one of the tasks that you have to learn for writing task 1. Remember, in writing task 1, you get asked about graphs, line graphs, you get asked about bar graphs, pie charts, tables, processes, and maps. So today we're going to be looking at tables, and then we're going to be going and doing some speaking. I'll get you all to do some speaking practice with me, looking at part 1 questions. Okay. So I'm just going to share a different screen with you now. Okay, we're going to be looking at the sort of language you use when you are comparing and contrasting, usually different sets of numbers, okay, or different the different peaks and lows that you find in a graph or a chart or a table. All right. Actually, just taking a look at this graph, just for a moment. Chung Hyu. Chung Hyu,
Yeah, teacher.
can you see the graph on the
Yeah.
screen?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can.
Which country has the highest level of pollution?
The country has the highest level of air pollution is USA.
Correct. Which country has the lowest level of pollution?
The lowest is the country that have the lowest level of air pollution is New Zealand.
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand? Yeah,
Great.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, yay, my country. Okay, we've got the lowest level of air pollution according to this graph, which is great. Okay, so you can see the words here, highest and lowest. They are the sort of language you use when you are comparing different things like countries, in this case, comparing pollution. Again, some of you will know these words already, but I just want to move quickly through them, both as revision for those of you who know these words, and if you are not familiar with them yet, then hopefully you will be by the end of this lesson. So, comparatives and superlatives. Comparative and superlative adjectives are two of the ways in which we use to compare and contrast things. You don't have to remember about what they are called, okay? You don't have to remember comparative and superlative. You just need to remember the words themselves, which we'll be looking at now. So comparative words are used to compare two things. For example, leopards are faster than tigers, okay? Faster is a comparative word. This word here, faster. Leopards are faster than tigers. That is a comparative word. A superlative word is used to compare one thing against a group of others. For example, the leopard is the largest of the 4 big cats. Okay, so largest is a superlative. Again, don't worry about what word is a superlative and what word is a comparative. As I say, you just need to remember the words themselves. So I'll just give you a quick example here of the difference between comparatives and superlatives. Words with one syllable, this is how comparative and superlative words are made. Okay, so words with one syllable, such as high, okay, you turn it into a comparative by adding ER on the end of it, and you turn it into a superlative by adding EST on the end of it. Okay, so the word, for example, high, which is a one-syllable word, a comparative word is higher. For example, the USA has higher air pollution than New Zealand. The USA has higher air pollution than New Zealand. So higher is a word used when you are comparing two things, in this case, countries. Okay, and you turn it into a superlative by adding EST. Just looking again at that graph, the USA has the highest air pollution of all the countries. So you use superlative when you are comparing one thing with a group of others. Okay, I'll give you another example. Actually, I'll get you to give me an example. So words with one syllable, such as high, you turn it into a comparative, higher, superlative, the highest. Okay. Ha-ling, ha-ling.
Yes.
Okay, if the example word is low, okay, L-O-W, L-O-W, how do you turn that into a comparative word? Low.
It's lower.
Correct.
Up
Correct.
and down.
Correct. Lower. Good. Ming nok.
Oh, yes.
Okay, how do you turn low into a superlative?
Oh, low to superlatives is lowest, the lowest.
The lowest, correct. Okay, everyone? Low, lower, lowest. Same as high, higher, highest. Low is a word with one syllable. Try that again. Knockling. Knockling.
Yes.
The word is dry. Dry. D-R-Y. How do we turn that into a comparative word?
Dryer.
Correct. Drier. Okay, again, dry as one syllable. To make it into a comparative, drier. Maybe the USA is drier than Vietnam, for example. Okay? Drier is our comparative word. Leon.
Yes.
Leon, how do we turn dry into a superlative?
Driest.
The driest, correct. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure. Hue is the driest city in Vietnam. That's probably not true, but that's just an example. Hue is the driest city in Vietnam. Okay. Bao Lang.
Yes.
The word is big. Big. Make that into a comparative, please.
Bigger.
Correct. Bigger. And Kang Eun.
Yes.
Make it into a superlative, please. Big. Big.
Is the biggest.
Correct. The biggest. Okay. So far, so easy. You understand this? I'm sure, like I said, most of you know this already, but I'm just doing this just to review and to make sure that everyone knows it. Okay. Looking at words with 3 syllables or more. Productive. The word productive has 3 syllables. Okay, so if we want to turn productive into a comparative word, okay, we have to not change the word, but we need to add another word before it. So the comparatives of productive are more productive or less productive. Vietnam is more productive than Cambodia, or Vietnam is less productive than China. Okay, you can't say productiver and you can't say productivest. Okay, if a word has 3 syllables or more, you need to put more words in front of it. So a superlative of productive is the most productive or the least productive. Ming Tam. Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay, Ming Tam, difficult, difficult. Can you please turn that into a comparative? Difficult.
Con có hiểu thầy hỏi gì không hả Minh Tâm?
Có.
Comparative so sánh hơn thôi. Superlative so sánh hơn nhất. Nói nhanh con.
Correct. Sorry, Ming Tam, you're very hard to hear this afternoon. But yes, more difficult or less difficult. Correct. Okay. And Chung Hyu.
Yeah.
Please turn difficult into a superlative, please. Remember, you're looking over here, Chung Hyu. You're looking over here.
Oh.
Words with 3 syllables or more.
The most productive and the least productive.
Yeah. So do that with difficult, please. Difficult is our word.
I think, yeah, it will be difficult.
Yeah. So please turn difficult into a superlative. So the word is difficult.
More productive and less productive.
No, the word is difficult, Chung Hyu. Difficult.
Con ơi, con có nghe thầy hỏi không? Con không tập trung đúng không? Chỉ đơn giản là bây giờ đang ôn lại một cái này tôi học từ lớp 5, lớp 6 rồi mà. So sánh hơn nhất mà thầy bảo con đổi cái từ difficult sang ở cái dạng là dạng comparative mà. Chắc là vừa học vừa chơi game đúng không?
Không bác.
Thế nên bây giờ nào thì dùng nhanh lên thế nào? More từ gì? Difficult mấy âm tiết đấy?
Difficult là 3 âm tiết à?
Thì trả lời thầy đi. 3 syllables
Yeah.
phải là more gì?
It's the most difficult.
Correct. Okay, the most difficult or the least difficult. Okay, so that is how you change words with 3 syllables or more. Okay, I'll just go quickly through these because most of you know these already. Words ending in Y, such as wealthy or healthy, okay, to make it into a comparative, healthier. Vietnam is healthier than Cambodia, okay? To make it into a superlative, you put IEST on the end. Hanoi is the wealthiest city in Vietnam. Hanoi is the wealthiest. Okay, so that is a word ending in Y, wealthy. To make it into superlative, you turn it into wealthiest. Okay, short word. Again, similar to words with one syllable. Short words ending in consonants, vowel, consonant. Hot, hotter, the hottest. All right, and being English, okay, the rules are always have an exception. Okay, the rule is always broken. The rule never works 100% of the time. So you get what are called irregular words like good. Okay, to make good into a comparative, you can't say gooder. There's no such word as gooder, and there's no such word as goodest. Okay, so comparative for good is better. A superlative for good is the best. So you can see these words don't look like good at all. So these are what are called irregular words. They don't fit the rules. But generally, this is how you turn words into comparatives and superlatives. Okay, here's some other important language, okay, that you use to compare and contrast things. Okay, can you please read, Ha-Ling,
Yes.
can you please read sentence 1 for me, please?
One, the Middle East produces high levels of oil. However, Japan produces none.
Okay, this word here, Ha-Ling, is pronounced produces.
Produces.
Producers. Okay, do you know what producers means, Ha-Ling?
I know it.
Okay, give me a synonym that begins with M, please. M for producers. Ha-Ling, M-A.
Make.
Makes, yes, makes. Has to be makes, Ha-Ling, because producers has an S on the end, so the synonym has to have an S on the end as well. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, the Middle East makes high levels of oil. However, Japan makes none. Okay, so the important word to learn here is however. Okay, it is a linking word or transitional word. So this is how you compare the Middle East and Japan by using this word. Okay, however. Next sentence. There are several ways you can do this. That's why there are different sentences. Next sentence, please. Noah.
Yes.
Number 2, please.
Yes, number 2. The USA produces large amounts of natural gas. In contrast, South Korea produces none.
Good. In contrast. So it's important to note, everyone, however and in contrast mean the same thing. Okay? Mean the same thing. Actually, that's not quite, they don't mean exactly the same thing, but close enough. Okay, again, it is a linking or transitional word when you are comparing, in this case, 2 different countries. Okay, so I could have used however here, could have used in contrast here. Okay, so these are synonyms. Number 3, please. Nok Ling.
Yes.
Sentence 3, please.
European countries make great use of solar power. On the other hand, most Asian countries use this method of power generation very little.
Okay, good reading. By the way, they made a mistake with this. This word should be used, by the way. They've made a spelling mistake. All right, on the other hand is a very useful linking or transitional word. So please, if you don't know these words already, however, in contrast, and on the other hand, please write them down and add them to your vocabulary list. These are words that you must know. Okay? However, In contrast, on the other hand. This is the language. This is the vocabulary. This is the lexical resource you need to know for task 1. However, in contrast, on the other hand. All these 3 are synonyms, meaning you can use any of them in place of the other. Okay. Here are some other linking words. Leon.
Yes.
Number 1, please. Sentence 1.
The Middle East produce high levels of oil, whereas while Japan produces none.
Okay, this word here is produces, Leon. Produces. Can you say that?
Produces.
Produces. Good. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, the C in this word is pronounced the same as F. C is pronounced the same as F. Sorry, just going to turn my heater down. Okay, and can you please pronounce this word, Leon?
Oil.
Oil, oil, oil.
Oil.
Good. I know a little bit of a hard word for you to pronounce, but you have to make sure that you pronounce the L sound at the end. Oil, oil, oil. Can you say that, Leon?
Oil.
Good. Perfect. Oil. So again, whereas and while are linking words. They both mean the same thing. Whereas and while. Okay. Bao Lang. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay. You will notice in sentence 2, the linking word doesn't have to be in the middle. Can you please read sentence 2, Bao Lang?
Whereas while the Middle East produces high level of oil, Japan produces none.
Correct. Good reading, Lee. Okay, so you can see doesn't have to be in the middle. In this case, you can have it at the start of the sentence. All right, and the last sentence, another linking word, Kang Uan. Number 3, please.
Although the Middle East produced 100
tons, pronounced tons.
100 tons oil, Japan produced none.
Okay, good. Although the Middle East produced 100 tons of oil, Japan produced none. Okay, so this is another useful linking word. All right. Again, there are many more of these. There are many more. So you can see in this sentence here, developing countries are more reliant on alternative energy production than developed countries is another structure. Okay, won't worry about those so much at the moment. Again, I'm sure most of you know this already, but I'll quickly go over it with you. When you compare and contrast, you also need to learn phrases so you can refer to data that is not exact. All right, so for example, if you see this number here, 7.1, this is how you can describe it. Ming Tam, Ming Tam.
Yes.
Okay, can you read these 2 sentences, please, Ming Tam?
Yes, over 7 million tons. Approximately 7 million tons.
Okay, good. So these are words you use, okay, when you are referring to data that is not exact. All right, so in this case, this is talking about 7.1 million tons. You can say just over 7 million tons or approximately 7 million tons. Here is another way of doing it. By the way, approximately, very useful word. Again, if it's not part of your vocabulary list, please add it now. Approximately, very useful word. Means around about. Approximately. There are approximately 10 million people in Hanoi. Okay? Around about 10 million people. Not exactly. And again, if you get a figure like this, 65.6, you can use these phrases. 65.6 is Changhu. Changhu. Can you please read these two sentences, Changhu?
Nearly 7 million tons and almost 7 million tons.
Okay, just be careful with your reading, Changhu. It's 70. 70.
Oh, 70.
70 million tons, yeah, and almost 70 million tons. So 65.6 is nearly 70 million tons, and it's also almost 70 million tons. Both these words, nearly and almost, mean the same. They mean the same, so you can use them as synonyms. Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of practice at this now. This is a table. We're going to be looking at tables this lesson for the next 30 minutes. Okay. Ha Ling,
Yes.
what is the name of this table?
Is the wait, can you ask again? I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. What is the name of this table, Ha Ling?
It's the natural gas consumptions and productions 2001.
Good reading of the number, Ha Ling. 2001 is correct. This is how you pronounce this figure, by the way, everyone. When you are talking about years, you say 2001. 2001. Okay. Noah,
Ngọc ơi.
Yes, my sitters is kind of
that's
noisy.
okay.
Yes.
This word here, Noah, consumption. What does consumption mean?
Oh, consumption is mean use.
Correct. Okay. Consumption, everyone, is a more formal word for used. Used. So this table shows us how much natural gas has been used or consumed. Okay. And also produced or made in 2001. Ngoc Ling, does that make sense to you, Ngoc Ling?
Yes.
Okay, so this table shows us how much natural gas has been consumed or used, and also how much has been produced in 2001 by all these countries. By all these countries. Okay, so for example, Ngoc Ling,
Yes.
looking at country number 1. What is country number 1, Ngoc Ling?
The country number 1 is the USA.
Okay, and has the USA used more gas than it made, or has it used less gas than it made?
I think the USA has used gas more than they make.
Good, has used more gas than they made. That is correct. Good. Leon.
Yes.
Okay, what is the next country after the USA, Leon?
Is the United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, okay, is another word for Britain. Britain. Sometimes Britain is called the United Kingdom, sometimes it's called Britain. They have two names for the same country. Okay. Has the United Kingdom used more gas than it has made, or less gas than it's made? Leon.
Is you less gas than is made.
Good. Okay. In other words, if I was to use other words, it has consumed less gas than it has produced. Okay, means exactly the same thing. I'm just using more formal words, the sort of words that you would use in an essay. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay, looking at the next country, what is it, Bao Lang?
The former Soviet Union.
Correct, the former Soviet Union. Okay, has the former Soviet Union consumed more gas than it produced or less gas than it produced?
The former Soviet Unions consume more than they produce.
Good, correct. Good English, Bao Lang. That is correct. The former Soviet Union has consumed much more gas than it produced, okay? And so on the table goes. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you some questions. And I want you, please, to send me, actually, no, I want to do this quickly. So I'll go through you one by one. I was going to get you to do it to me in chat, but I think it'll take too long. Okay, so we are now going to practice using compare and contrast language. So question number one. Question number one. First of all, I will try get you to guess the word, and then I will show you the choices if you can't guess the word. Where am I up to? Kang Ewan. Kang Ewan.
Yes.
Okay, can you please just read the whole sentence first?
The New Zealand consumed the gas at approximately 5 million tons.
Tons, okay? This word here, Leon, is pronounced tons, okay? The E is silent, okay? So it's pronounced tons, tons. Okay, Leon, sorry, Kang Ewan. Sorry, Kang Ewan. Can you guess what word goes in here? Can you guess? So we're looking at the table here, okay? You can see New Zealand consumed how much gas? This is the consumed column. New Zealand consumed how much gas?
Is the approximately 5.
Good. It consumed approximately 5. Very good, Kang Ewan. Okay. How much did it consume exactly, by the way?
Is 4.9.
Good. 4.9, which is approximately 5. Very good, Kang Ewan. You're using approximately correctly. Okay. You could also have used the words almost. New Zealand consumed almost 5 million tons of gas, or nearly 5 million tons of gas, or approximately. All those words are the same. Okay, so you can see that New Zealand has consumed less gas than any other country. Okay, Kang Ewan?
Yeah.
Looking at the table, you can see New Zealand has consumed less gas than any other country. Can you guess what the missing word is here, Leon? Kang Ewan, sorry.
I think is the least.
The least. Let's have a look, see if you're correct. Yes, Kang Ewan, you are correct. Very good. New Zealand consumed the least gas of any country at approximately 5 million tons. Okay, least. Number 2, Meng Tam.
Yes.
Can you please read sentence 2 for me?
The former Soviet Union products the amount of 0.4 million tons.
Okay, just checking this word here, Meng Tam, it's produced. Produced. Can you say that for me, please?
Produce.
Produced. Good, okay. The C is pronounced like an S in this word. Produced. All right, the former Soviet Union produced the something amount at 0.4 million tons. All right, so you can see that here.
Yes.
Okay. What might this word be? I'll give you the choices. Meng Tam, can you see the choices?
Yes.
Okay. What is the correct word or words?
Is lowest.
Which one, sorry, Meng Tam?
Is lowest.
Lowest is correct. Okay, the former Soviet Union produced the lowest amount at 0.4 million tons. Okay, this word, by the way, is a superlative. All right, the lowest. No one produced lower. All right, number 3. Chung Hu. Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Can you read sentence 3 for me, please?
The USA was the chosen one consumer and producer of gas at 600 million tons and 500 respectively.
Good, okay, good. So this word here is pronounced producer. Can you say that, please, Chung Hu? Producer.
Producer.
Good, producer, producer, producer. Again, the C is pronounced like an S, producer, producer. This word, yeah, this word here is produced. This word here is producer. Okay? All right, the missing word, Chung Hu, the USA. All right, so you can see actually just looking quickly at the USA's figures. All right, they are more than anyone else. Okay, Chung Hu? It has both made and used more gas than anyone else. So
Yeah.
what is the correct word to choose here?
I choose biggest.
Is correct. Okay, again, a superlative word. The USA was the biggest consumer and producer of gas at 600 million tons and 500 respectively. This word, by the way, is used here, respectively, all right, at the end of a sentence when you have already talked about 2 things earlier in the sentence. So consumer and producer, you know, consumer, 600 million tons, and if it says 500 respectively, you know that this figure here is referring to this word here. Mrs. Ha.
Yes.
Would you like to try explain that better than me in Vietnamese? I always find this one hard to explain, how to use respectively.
Tương đối, yeah. Yes.
So yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, sorry.
I think they understand.
They do understand.
Yeah. Because it's not very difficult for them.
Okay, good. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Ha, as long as they understand. So in other words, saying respectively, everyone's, means you don't have to say, again, that they use, that they produced 500.
Teacher, maybe some of them doesn't know. Okay, I don't know. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Tức là mọi người có hiểu cách dùng cái từ respectively là như thế nào không nhỉ? Khi nào dùng mà đặt nó vào đâu thế nào, mọi người có hiểu không? Có nghĩa là khi mình nói các cái số liệu tương ứng mình liệt kê một loạt ra, xong mình cho cái từ respectively vào xong cuối câu ấy. Ví dụ như là trong trường hợp này là gì nhỉ? Những cái người tiêu thụ này và người sản xuất ra ga ấy thì là 600 tấn, có nghĩa là sản xuất ra 600 tấn và tiêu thụ thì là tự nhiên cái dòng nó chạy đâu rồi? Thì có nghĩa sản xuất ra là tiêu thụ 500 tấn nhưng sản xuất ra thì tiêu thụ thì 600 mà sản xuất ra 500 tấn là các cái số liệu tương ứng như thế, hiểu ý chứ nhỉ? Tức là không cần phải lặp đi lặp lại đâu, mình chỉ cần liệt kê các số ra xong sau đó mình cho cái từ respectively vào trong cuối của nó thôi là xong. Tự nhiên là tương ứng lần lượt là tương ứng là, đúng không? Ví dụ hay câu số 6 nhá, là cái mức tiêu thụ của Trung Quốc ấy, đúng không? Và cái việc sản xuất ở ga ở Trung Quốc thì các cái số liệu tương ứng là 24,3 và 25 kiểu thế. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ha. Okay. So, Ha Ling.
Yes.
We are up to you again. Okay, Ha Ling. Number 4, please. Can you please read sentence 4 for me?
The USA consumes and produces natural gas than any other country.
Okay, just this word again here. What is this word, Ha Ling?
Produces.
Produced.
Produced.
Good. Produced. produced. Good. All right. So I think you can guess without me showing you what word goes here, Harling. What word do you think? Without me showing you, you can guess, I think.
think maybe it's farmer because
Correct, yes. So just one word. Okay, you gave me two. If you had to choose one word, what would it be, Harling?
I think
Yeah, you have the right idea, Harling, but you gave me two words. I just want one word.
just one.
Yeah, one word. The USA consumed and
More.
produced more. Yes, more. Yes, very easy. Okay, very easy. Produced more natural gas than any other country. Okay. Oh, actually, you were right, Harling. Okay, they had far more. Very good. Excellent. Good. Okay, Ming Nok, Noah.
Yes.
Okay, number 5. Please read sentence 5 for me.
Yes, number 5. South Korea consumed 18.9 million tons of gas. Blank is produced none.
Okay. Who
Oh.
produced none?
Is in South Korea.
And?
I will fill in the blank with the word however.
Correct. However, it produced none. Okay, everyone see this? South Korea produced approximately or nearly 19 million tons of gas. However, it produced none. Sorry, it consumed approximately 19 million tons of gas. However, it produced none. Okay, thank you, Noah. Nok Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ling, you are next. Then Lian, then Bao Lan, by the way, just so you know who is coming up. Nok Ling, then Lian, then Bao Lan. Okay, Nok Ling, number 6. Sentence 6, please.
China's consumption and production of gas were at 24.3 and 25 respectively.
Okay, this one you pronounced, you would say 25.0, Nok Ling, okay?
Yes.
In English, 25.0. China's consumption and production of gas were something at 24.3, 25.0 respectively. Okay. Which word or words would you choose here?
I choose nearly the same.
Correct. Nearly the same. China's consumption and production of gas were nearly the same at 24.3, 25. Okay, those numbers very close. Good. Thank you, Nok Ling. Lian.
Yes.
Lian, then Bao Lang, then Kang Uan. So Lian, Bao Lang, Kang Uan. Lian, number 7.
The USA, the former Soviet Union, Japan, and South Korea all consume more gas they produce. Is than.
Then is correct. Then they produced. Okay, not too difficult. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Bao Lang, Kang Uan, Ming Tam. Bao Lang, number 8, please.
Australia consumed more gas than New Zealand, I think 4 times.
Can you guess without seeing it? You say times. Let's have a look. Yes. Good. 4 times more. Very good, Kang. Okay. Sorry, Kang Uan, did I ask you?
Yes.
Okay. Kang Uan, you are on to number 9. Sentence 9, please.
New Zealand produced 5.1 million tons of gas. South Korea produced none.
Okay, what word is missing here?
I think it was the Y.
While it should be New Zealand produced 5.1 million tons of gas, South Korea produced none. Very good, Kang Owen. Okay, last one of this, Ming Tam.
Yes.
Number 10, Ming Tam.
New Zealand consumes 5 million tons of gas.
Okay, let's have a look at how much New Zealand consumed. New Zealand consumed, where is New Zealand? Here it is. Okay, this column here is consumed. Okay, 4.9. Okay, Ming Tam?
Yes.
Okay, so what should this word here be?
Just under.
Correct. Just under. Just under. Good. Very good, Ming Tam. Okay, so everyone just reviewing quickly these words. Okay, New Zealand consumed the least gas. Okay, least is a superlative. Okay, no one else consumed less gas than New Zealand. Okay, lowest is also a superlative. The former Soviet Union produced the lowest amount. The USA was the biggest consumer. The USA consumed and produced far more natural gas. South Korea consumed 18.9 million tons of gas. However, it produced none. China's consumption and production of gas were nearly the same. These countries all consumed or used more gas than they produce. Australia consumed 4 times more gas than New Zealand, while New Zealand produced. And New Zealand consumed just under 5 million tons of gas. Kang Hugh.
Yeah.
What is the word that beginning with A that I could have used instead of just under? The word that begins with A.
Start with an A, right?
Sorry?
Start with an A.
Starts with an A,
right?
correct.
An A.
Okay. New Zealand consumed, word begins with A, 5 million tons of gas.
Above.
AP.
Above.
AP, Chung Hu. AP is the next letter. AP.
An A and an P, right?
Yeah, AP. AP. AP, not sure? Okay. Harling.
Yeah.
Harling.
Hmm.
Hi, what word could I have used that begins with A instead of just under? What word could I have used?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you need to know this word, everyone. Noah, I won't ask you because I know you know. Knockling.
I think it's approximately.
You think correctly, Knockling. Okay, you are right. Approximately. Approximately. Okay, Harling.
Yes.
Okay, New Zealand consumed approximately 5 million tons of gas. You need to remember this word, please. Chung Hu. Chung Hu. Okay, approximately, Chung Hu. Okay, can you say the word for me, please? Approximately.
Approximately.
Approximately, good. Approximately means around about something, okay? Or close to, or almost, or nearly. Approximately. Very, very useful word. You all need to know this word. Approximately. Okay. Now we're going to move on to, now we've looked at some of the language. All right, that's what this bit was about. We're just going to, for the next 10 minutes, just go on to tables. Just very quickly before we go on to speaking. Okay. So, everyone, a table is just another way to present information. This, for example, is a table showing, actually, I'll get one of you to read it out. Leon.
Yes.
Okay, what does this table show us? What does this table show us?
The table show the quality of life in 4 countries.
Okay, good. Actually, it looks to me like they made a mistake. I can see 5 countries here. Okay, so this table shows us the quality of life. The quality of life. Do you know what the quality of life means, Leon?
Con ơi, quality of life là gì?
Quality of life. What does that mean? The quality of life.
Chất lượng cuộc sống á con.
Tôi đang không biết phải miêu cái ý hiểu của mình như nào.
Yeah. Cái quality này nó đang tương đồng với cái gì? Standard.
Yeah, it means the standard of living is another way.
Yeah.
Okay, or how good life is in a particular country or nation or even town or city. Quality of life is just a measurement of how good life is. Okay,
Measurement là gì không? Measurement là gì? Là cái thước đo, là cái đơn vị đo, là thước đo của là cuộc sống tốt hay không tốt như thế nào á, đúng chưa? Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Ha. All right, so you can see, everyone, they measure quality of life in this table by 4 different categories. All right, category number 1, okay, GNP, by the way, stands for Gross National Product. Okay, you don't really need to know exactly what that means, other than what this means is how much each person produces. Gross national product per head is a measurement of how much each person produces in 1 year in each of these countries, measured in dollars. I'm sorry if that sounds a little bit confusing. This is an economics term, and I don't want to spend too much time explaining economics to you at this stage. But all you need to know is this is a measure, okay, of how much each person in each of these countries produces each year. If there is a worker in each of these countries, this is how much in dollars that their work produces. Okay. All right. Daily calorie supply. All right. This is how much energy or food they eat, measured in calories. Life expectancy. Okay, this one is a bit easier. This shows how many years you can expect to live if you live in one of these countries. And the final measure or category of quality of life, okay, infant mortality means how many babies die in each of these countries. How many babies die per 1,000 births? Okay, so this one measures how productive people are in dollars. This one measures how much food they get to eat in calories. This one measures how many years you can expect to live if you live in one of these countries. And this is how many babies die per 1,000 births. All right, so just to make sure you're reading the table correctly, I'll ask you a few questions. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay, the citizens of which country has the highest gross national product?
USA.
Correct. Okay, they produce, each worker in the USA supposedly produces how much, Bao Lang?
30,116.
Good.
Good.
$13,160 worth of goods per year. Okay, per year. 13,000. So the USA has the highest amount of production per worker. Okay. Kang Ewan,
Yes.
which country the citizens have the least amount to eat?
I don't know how to pronounce the country's name.
All right.
Yeah.
What letter does it begin with? Kang Ewan?
The first country.
The first country, this one here.
Yeah.
Correct. So it is pronounced Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Nói to lên nha con nhá. Thầy kêu với bác nhiều lần lắm rồi là con nói bé quá. Cố gắng nói to lên. Nào viết những cái từ đọc viết là đọc thế thôi mà. Bangladesh mà thôi.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you say that, please, Kang Ewan? Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Good. It is a country it shares a border with India. Okay. Bangladesh. Bangladesh and India share a border, just the same way as China and Vietnam share a border. Okay, Bangladesh and India, so it's beside India. Okay, so people in Bangladesh, poor people, they have the least to eat of any country. Okay, Ming Tam.
Yes.
Ming Tam, if you lived
Yes.
in Indonesia, Ming Tam, if you lived in Indonesia, how many years could you expect to live?
It is
If you lived in Indonesia, Ming Tam?
no.
How many years would you expect to live for?
It's 29.
Sorry, how many, Ming Tam?
It's 49
29.
or 49.
49, correct. You can see here, Indonesia, okay, life expectancy means how many years you would expect to live if you lived in Indonesia. 49, not very many. Only means means the average age when people die in Indonesia is 49. This was a long time ago, however, 1982. And finally, Chung Hu.
Yeah.
Okay, which country, okay, in which country do most babies survive? In which country do most babies survive?
What country do most babies survive is USA.
Correct. Okay, USA. Okay, only 12 babies die for every 1,000 who are born. Okay, only 12 babies die. All right, good. Just want to make sure you can all read this table correctly. So this table shows the quality of life as measured in 4 different categories. Okay, how much each worker produces in dollars, how much food they get to eat, measured in calories, which is a measure, by the way, of energy that is contained in food. Energy in food is measured in calories. How many years you can expect to live, okay, and how many babies die. All right. You could also present this information as a bar chart. All right, same information, you could present it as a bar chart. Noah.
Yes.
Okay, why is this information better presented in a table than a bar chart?
Oh, I think their data is more easy to read than seeing in a in the bar graph.
Correct. Okay, very simple. Thank you, Noah. You can see here in this bar chart the same data, very difficult to read, very hard to compare. All right, especially when some of the figures are very close to zero. So it's very hard to read what is going on. Much easier when you see the actual numbers written down. Okay. And that is all we're going to do on tables for this afternoon. Time to get you speaking. That is enough on tables. We will continue with tables next week. Okay. Now, many of you practiced this with me when I was in Hanoi a few weeks ago, and we did a mock test, the Ielts speaking test. Just going to go back a little bit now and just make sure that you all understand what we do in the speaking test. So part one of the speaking test, you are asked general questions about yourself. General questions about yourself. You get asked 12 questions in part one of the test. 12 different questions. Okay, these will be taken from 3 different sets of topics, which the examiner will choose. Now, for example, the questions could be about your hometown, your favorite holiday destination, what kind of books you like to read. The questions are always about yourself. All right, so you won't have any trouble thinking of the answers. They will ask you questions like, where is your hometown? Where do you like to go on holiday? What books do you like to read? What movies do you like? What is your favorite subject at school? Very simple questions. The trick to answering these questions is that you should only have an answer that is 2 or 3 sentences long. Okay? It must be more than 1 sentence. If you only answer in 1 sentence, you won't get a very good score. You have to answer with more than 1 sentence, but not more than 3 sentences. Okay, here are some sample questions and answers. Please read. We'll look at all these answers, okay? And then I want you to tell me which is the best answer, which is the best one. Okay, so question 1 is, how many people are there in your family? Nok Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ling, can you please read answer A for me? Read answer A.
Yes. A. There are 4. We live in a large house in the north of my country. It gets very cold there in the winter, but it is really nice during the summer months. I try to go back there often.
Okay, good reading, Nok Ling. Lian.
She's going out because her form teacher is calling her.
Okay, so she's not there. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay, can you please read answer B?
There are 4, my brother and my parents.
Okay, and answer C, Kang Ewan.
Therefore, there's myself, of course. Then there's my younger brother. He's 15 years old. And I have my mother and father who are both in their late 70 years. I have 2 grandparents as well, but they don't live with us.
Okay, good. This is just pronounced 70s. Okay, Bao Lang? 70s.
Yes.
Okay, good. So those are the 3 answers. All right. So I'm going to ask each of you in turn, which is the best answer for this question? A, B, or C? Chung Hugh, A, B, or C is the best answer?
I choose B.
Choose C. Ha-Ling?
C, of course.
Noah?
Ngọc ơi,
Con đang vẫn biết. I think it's C for sure.
Ngọc Linh,
I choose C.
Bao Lang,
C.
Kag Ewan,
I choose C.
Ming Tam.
I choose C.
Okay, C. Everyone's chosen C. By the way, if you think another one is the correct answer and everyone else is wrong, please say so, okay? All right, C. Okay, hopefully you can see here, C is the best answer, okay? It directly answers the question as the candidate, that is you, talks about the family, all right, and gives enough relevant information. Okay, so you can see here that there are, actually there's more than 2 or 3 sentences. There's about 5 sentences, but they give enough information. A is also okay, but C is better. B is not good. B is too short. Okay, another one of these. Do you know the people who live next door to you? Do you know the people who live next door to you? Harling, can you read A, please?
Yes.
Can you read answer A?
No, I've never met. No, I have never met them. The reasons for it is that the time at university, so I have never really had the opportunity. I know my family has met them on few occasions, just for a quick chat, but they don't know them well. I think they like to keep their privacy.
Okay, good reading, Harling. Do you understand all the words in that, by the way, Harling? Harling, oi.
Yes.
Do you understand all the words in this?
Yes,
For example, opportunity. Do you know what
I understand
opportunity
all of
means?
it.
Okay, good. All right.
don't worry, it's too easy for them.
Too easy for them. Okay, I know. All right. B is, I won't get you to read it. These are very simple. No, I've never met them. C, no, I've never met them. I think my parents have. I don't know who they are. Kang Hu, A, B, or C? Which is the best answer?
I choose the B one. I choose B.
You choose B. Okay, Harling.
Hà Linh ơi. Okay.
Harling.
Yeah.
Okay, which one is the best answer?
Yes.
A, B, or C?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Which one is the best answer,
Uh,
Harling? A, B, or
yeah,
C?
okay.
Can you hear me, Harling?
I think it's A. Yes.
Noah.
Can
Noah.
you hear me?
I can now, yes. Noah.
Yes, I would choose. I think it's A.
Ngoc Linh.
I choose A.
Bao Lang.
I guess A.
Kang Ewan.
I choose A.
Ming Tam.
I choose A.
Okay, and pick on A. Okay, A is a good answer. Okay, A is a good answer. Again, because you give reasons. Okay, give reasons. B doesn't give any reasons. All right, and C, okay, again, is too short. Too short. Remember, in the Ielts test, you need to show the examiner how well you can communicate. Okay, so again, 2 or 3 sentences. All right. I know this is pretty easy for you, so I will keep going. What kind of books do you like reading? All right, answer A. I'll get you to read it quickly, actually, because it gives you practice in reading. Where did I get up to with the reading? Noah.
Yes.
Can you please read answer A for me?
Oh, yes. Letter A. I don't like reading. Books are boring. I much prefer to play on the internet or just watch TV in my free time. Reading books just send me to sleep.
Good. Knockling. Knockling.
Yes,
Please read B for me.
although I think books are great ways to learn, and I know some people love to read, I have never been a great fan of them. I used to read books a bit when I was younger, but not much anymore. I read a lot on internet actually, articles on various topics. So I do read, but it just no usually books.
Okay, so this word here is various. Can you say that, please, Knockling? Various.
Various.
Various, good. Okay, various just means lots of different things, lots of different topics. Okay, and C, please, Bao Lang. Bao Lang.
I don't really like reading, but I did read a book once. I'll tell you the story. It was set in the 1960s in London. This was about a poor family who were just trying hard to make ends meet as they had so little money. It followed the life of the boy in the family from when he was young until he grew up. The first part of the books was about growing up with his family and his school life.
Okay, thank you, Bao Lang. That's fine. Thank you. Okay, everyone, A, B, or C for this one. A, B, or C. Chung Hu, what is the best answer? A, B, or C?
I choose the C one.
Haling? Haling.
Linh ơi, thầy gọi kìa con ơi.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can now. Haling, A, B, or C? Come back to her. Haling, can you hear me? Noah?
Yes, I chose B.
Knockling?
I choose B.
Bao Lang?
B.
Kang Ewan?
I choose B.
Ming Tam?
I choose B.
Okay. Haling, can you hear me?
Okay. Hà Linh ơi. Tộp ơi. Tộp. Okay, skip her please.
Okay, I will. All right. So the answer is, no surprise to most of you, answer in B. Okay? So it's okay, all right, to say that you don't like books very much. So it's okay to give a negative answer, all right? As long as then you give some explanation or alternative. Sorry, just turning my heater off. Getting quite warm in here now. What is wrong with answer C? Knockling. Knockling.
I think they don't tell about the kind that they like, and they tell the story that they like to read.
They do. So why is this a bad answer? C, why is this not good?
Because
because it's what?
Because it's about a story.
Not so much about the story, Knockling, because it's too long. Okay?
Yes.
Answer C is too long. Talk too much. Remember, 2 or 3 sentences is your aim. 2 or 3 sentences is your aim. Okay, so here are the things to remember when you are answering part 1. Okay, stay on the topic. Okay, listen to the question, make sure you are answering it. Don't talk about something completely different just so you can talk for longer. Okay, this is an example of that. Okay, person starts to tell the story of the book. Okay, he doesn't answer the question about what kind of books. He starts to tell the story about one book. All right. Number 2 to remember, extend your answers. That means don't just give a 1 or 2 word answer. Give reasons for your answer. Okay, always explain why. Use the word because. Okay, I like reading books because, or I don't like reading books because. All right, don't talk too long. Just talked about that one. Okay, and the last one is be honest. Okay, it's easiest to be honest when you are answering the question, but also try to be positive. So yes, they might say, do you like reading? And you might say, no, I don't like reading, but this is what I like doing instead. Okay, so you say something positive. I don't like books very much, but I really like playing games online. This is one of my favorite games, and say a little bit about it. Okay. So, going to practice these questions with you now. Ming Tam, start with you.
Yes.
Ming Tam, do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yes, I miss them.
You have to give me 2 or 3 sentences, Ming Tam. So tell me a bit about them, Ming Tam.
The people lives next door to me is
How
okay.
well? So you start talking about simple things, Ming Tam. How many people live next door to you? How many?
It is 5 people.
Okay,
It's
they are a family? Are they a family?
Yes, it's family.
Okay, good. So you say,
And,
yes, I know the people who live next door to me. They are a family of 5. Okay, they are a family of 5.
yes.
How many boys? How many girls, Ming Tam?
It's have 3 boys and 2 girls.
Okay, they are a family of 5. There are 2 boys and 1 girl. Do they all go to school, Ming Tam, the children?
Yes.
Okay, the children are all school age. All right?
Yes.
Okay, how
Yes.
long have this family lived next door to you? How long?
It's I don't know.
How
It's
many years, Ming Tam, do you think? How many years?
I think it's 6 years. Yes, I think it's 6 years.
About 6 years. Okay, so Ming Tam, this is how you answer the question. Yes, I have met the people living next door. They are a family of 5. There are 2 girls and 1 boy. All the children go to school. They've been living next door for approximately 6 years. Does that make sense, Ming Tam?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you answer this
Yes.
question. Okay, good. Kang Ewan.
Yes.
Kang Ewan, do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yes, I have met them. They are a large family with 10 people, and
Yes, Kang Ewan, how many children?
there are 4 children with there are four children
There are
with,
four. Okay, there are four children.
with the parents and grandparents.
Okay, good, good. And how long have they lived next door to you?
I think they live here for
Con cứ bịa ra thôi, xong con cứ trả lời một lèo, đừng để hỏi nhiều quá. Những cái thứ mà con có thể set up trong đầu xong nói ra luôn đi. Con như giống như cái bài nói của mình á. Ok.
I think they live here for about 8 years.
About 8 years. Good. Okay, Kang Ewan. So this is how you answer the question. Yes, I have met the family who live next door to me. They are a large family, 10 people. There are 4 children and grandparents. I think they've lived next door for about 6 years. Okay, Kang Ewan?
Yes.
That's how you need to answer the question. All right. You need to put all those different facts together into a couple of sentences. Right. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay. Bao Lang, then Nok Ling, then Noah. Then Ha Ling, then Chung Hu is last. Okay. Bao Lang.
Yes.
Do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yes, of course. And even my family and their family are really close. Me and their daughter usually hang out with each other in the weekend, and sometimes we like play instrumental together.
Sorry, sometimes we play what together?
Instruments.
Instruments. Okay, you mean musical instruments?
Yes.
Okay. Musical. What musical instruments?
She plays drums and I plays the guitar.
Okay, good. So just you need to say that, Bao Lang. Okay. Sometimes she and I, we play musical instruments together. She plays the drums and I play the guitar. Okay, Bao Lang?
Yes.
Okay, for this, so remember you need to give some detail. Okay, not too much detail, all right, but you need to give some detail. Okay, 2 or 3 sentences. Good. Nok Ling.
Yes.
Okay, Nok Ling, Noah, Ha Ling, Chung Hu. Nok Ling, do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yes, I have met them. This family have a woman live with her son and her daughter. She sometimes comes to my house to talk with my mother, and her son and her daughter is work in the other city, and they go to her home one per month.
Okay, good. Her son and her daughter work in another city. Okay, is how you say it. Don't need to say are. Her son and her daughter work in another city, and they come home to visit her about once a month. Okay, Nok Ling?
Yes.
Okay, good. Noah,
Yes.
do you know the people who live next door to you?
Well, I can say that I know the people who lives in my neighborhood really well. So there is a middle-aged woman that I can say she had lived there before my family moved into this neighborhood. And through the years, she become like a close friend of my family.
Okay, through the years, she has become.
Yes.
Okay, through the years, she has become a close friend of my family. Okay, that's the only mistake you made, Ming Nok. Good.
Yes.
Through the years, she has become a close friend of my family. Good. Ha Ling, then Chung Hu. Ha Ling, can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, good. I'm glad you got the internet connected again. Okay, Ha Ling, do you know the people who live next door to you?
Yes, I often meet them. It's couples, and I think they live there like 6 months same as time my family moved to here. And we often go out with each other and gather to eat and drink at my home.
Okay, very good, Harling. Very good answer. Excellent. And finally, Chung Hyu. Chung Hyu.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, Chung Hyu, do you know the people who live next door to you?
No, I've never met them. The reason is most of the time I rather stay at home and take a sleep because maybe go to school. It's causing me to have no time to meet the other people who live next door to me.
Okay, that's a good answer, Chung Hyu. Okay, I was going to ask people what you do, what do you say if you don't know the people who live next door? But Chung Hyu, that was very good. Good answer. Okay, you say, you again give a reason why. So what Chung Hyu did was he said, no, I don't know the people who live next door because, because I go to school most of the time, I never get the chance to meet them. When I am at home, I am usually sleeping, so I don't get the chance to meet anyone. Okay, so if you have to say no, you still must give a reason why. And that, everyone, is the end of the lesson for this afternoon. So just a reminder of what we have covered. We have looked at the sort of language you use when you want to compare and contrast things, specifically things you see in graphs and charts and tables. So these are the sort of words you need to learn when you're writing task 1, when you're answering writing task 1. Okay, we started to look at how to read a table, and we've also practiced how to answer speaking part 1. Nok Ling, how many sentences should your answer to speaking part 1 be? How many sentences?
2 or 3 sentences.
Correct, Nok Ling. Very good. Correct. 2 or 3 sentences, okay? Remember, please, everyone, you never answer in one sentence, never. And you always expand your answer a little bit by giving reasons and explaining. Okay, thank you, everyone. That's the end of the lesson for today, as I said. Great to see you all. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you stay cool. I hear it's very hot in Hanoi at the moment. And I look forward to seeing you all again next Sunday. Have a happy week, everyone. I will see you soon. Gap lai sao. Tambiat. Bye. Bye.
Okay, goodbye
Bye,
everyone.
teacher.
Okay.
Yes, bye, teacher. Bye, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, teachers.
Bye-bye.